Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons. Last episode, we got this crazy multi-block all built up. Actually, wasn't too bad, to be honest. But I'm just trying to sort out how we want to go about doing the crafting with this. Obviously, it's going to be like a passive type deal. This isn't going to be active crafting, so yeah, I definitely think the crafting input buffer is kind of pointless on this. And I was just thinking, yeah, that would be kind of neat because you can put the items and the fluids in there. You don't have to worry about hatches and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be worth it at all, to be honest. So I think we'll just break that and maybe we'll move this. I think I may... Maybe we'll do like quad input hatches, quadruple input hatches. I don't know. This is definitely we're kind of learning as we're going and seeing what I like and what I don't like. Maybe we'll put that there. I guess I could have put it right there instead of the regular hatch. I'm sure we'll have multiple of these, especially if we do passive crafting. So that should be, yep, that's fine. All right. So I'm thinking almost, is it stocking buses that we might want to do? So there is that, and then that I think is completely pointless, that recipe. Since it's a random amount, like there's no point to use crafting buffers because the recipes are never going to complete because who knows if you're going to get the correct amount. So I'm thinking carbon. And we'll probably do something like keep certain amount in stock, or I don't know. I'm just gonna do 10,000 just to get that going. And yeah, so there's the carbon and that one. And now, guess, oh, that's a different catalyst. That is for these hyperstable things, which will let's get to the next tier. I need, oh, it's right here, duh. Yeah, oxygen, hydrogen, and chlorine. I do wish we had a stocking hatch. I like the crafting buffers, but it doesn't do everything, unfortunately. It would be cool if the multi-block could just see fluids in the thing, but what am I trying to do? Acceleration. 1, 2, 3. That is like 1 billion a tick, or 1 million something a tick. Oh, I put the wrong one. Capacity. And then chlorine. Again, there's other ways we could do this. I could do a dual interface and keep some of the stuff in stock. I could do buffers. We'll just, like I said, kind of see how this goes. This is like super laggy doing it this way. We will obviously adjust it if we need. All right. So technically we got our carbon, we got that, and we got this in here. Now, I don't really know. Well, we'll just, okay, well there it goes, it's running. Yep, that keeps up fine. All right, so there it's going through the carbon. Yeah, there we go. We have 1 million molten rubber. It is kind of random. Definitely random, like we really would prefer the molten silicone rubber over these. It's basically polyphenylene sulfide and molten silicone rubber would be the ones that we really want. All right. Well, don't hate that. And that obviously was keeping up okay. Now, actually, most chlorine is still like kind of annoying to get, to be honest. There's no pump for it or anything. I am getting it from, I don't remember where we're getting it from, salt water or something. We were pumping salt water, and chlorine is still kind of annoying. So apparently we can focus this, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we need Neptunium plasma for focusing, or fermium plasma if we want additional chance outputs. All right, so that is slightly annoying because obviously we need the Mark IVs and they are preoccupied at the moment with this very slow recipe, the metastable. So I may actually, you know what? I'm gonna move this into 2 of them. That is just kind of like, yeah, it's ticking along. It's not like super crazy important at the moment. So maybe we'll do this. So that's still working on the 2 of them, but that way we can do these. I may increase the amounts too. Oh, also, if you remember last episode or the episode before, I can't remember, we had some minor issues with the power. It's because I totally was originally set this up just because I didn't feel like rewiring everything under here. So I had it a P2P, and I didn't actually realize that the P2P was hooked up to like one of these. I think it was like Jupiter. Yeah, you can see it's unlocked. So this could only handle like 4 amps of UHV, which was the issue over there. So I've actually just changed it and hooked it up to 64 amps of UHV through a P2P tunnel. So the power issues that we were having before are gone. So I don't know if we actually need to change these. I don't know. Sure, 1600. It's just so it gives it a bit more time to fill up the buffer before it switches recipes. Otherwise, it'll be like, oh, we don't have enough power, and then it fails, and then you're in for a bad time. But the thing fills up way faster now that I fixed that issue. All right, so let's try fermium first. I don't know, 30,000 buckets. It's going to take a little bit of time to craft up. Yeah, but you can see it, like, it does use like 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000, so you don't want it to like immediately put in a new recipe before it can fill back up again. I do feel like they fill up slower. I don't know if it's just because the buffer is so big. It does feel like it fills up a little bit slower than like the compact fusion fills up almost immediately. Yeah, it's only drawing a couple amps. Oh well. Okay, so that'll craft up the fermium. I don't know if this is something we're gonna like always want in the thing. Also, which one is which? Fermium is on the right. Alright, I don't know if this will actually do anything. If we're not focusing. Now, I think you can focus if you do, like... I want... First one. How about we do 1? I think that focuses it, but I think you actually need... From what I'm reading, you need... Neptunium if you're focusing. I don't know. Also, it's a bit harder to kind of... It's a bit harder to figure out if you're, like... You know, parallel and stuff like that, because... It's like a random amount, so it's kind of like, okay, was that... Are we getting a better ratio, or is that... Do we just get a better thing? Alright, so it is indeed... Oh, there it goes. Alright, well, that doesn't use a whole lot, actually. Question is, did it actually... Alright, let's just do another 10,000. We have, like, unlimited carbon. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm like, are we... It doesn't feel like we're really focusing, so... Yeah, but, okay, so it's only using 4. That makes me a little bit happier. Alright, let me craft up Neptunian plasma as well. How much... What did I... 30,000? Is that what I was crafting up? I don't know. We'll just do both the same. That's going to take a little bit of time, so I'll let that kind of craft up. Or I may even... Maybe I'll... Let's cancel the fermium. Just while we're doing this. We will get a compact Mark IV. I promise we will do that. I just haven't got to it yet. I don't remember what... I think that's... Yeah. Alright. So, let's do that. I still haven't got the fluid one. Alright. I'm assuming this is the same ratio as the other one, I think. From the tooltip, it looks like it uses the same ratio. Quantum is really hard. It's like layered right behind it, some of the other ones. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we'll try that, maybe. And see if that... Although we do have 800,000. Alright, is that... I think that's... Was that about the same? I don't remember. Alright, let's do this again. We are kind of going through a lot of carbon here. I don't even know how many coal we actually have. 10 million. Yeah. We can always get lots more. Ooh. What's going on there? Yeah, I don't know if we're focusing. Are we focusing? I can't really tell, to be honest. That's kind of like... Well... Yeah, maybe we are. We're almost have more than the styrene butadiene. But they're the same, so... I don't know. I don't know. right, so if we look at this, check NEI to order, put a circuit in the controller to specify a focused output. Separate input buses are enabled. Put the circuit in the... We do? Can we do separate? That's separated, right? That's not separate? I don't remember. Alright, well... Does that work? Because one of them, I think if you do separate, then it can't... It doesn't recognize two different hatches, right? Oh, it's running. Yeah, it's just really hard since it's random amounts to actually tell if if this is working or not. I think I could have sworn which one is now I'm like forgetting which. Yes, that's input separation. Yeah. The one with the lines. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So this isn't input separation. But we do want input separation, don't we? Yeah. Because we're going to have multiple stocking input buses, is what I'm assuming we're going to have. As separate input buses are enabled, put the circuit in the circuit slot of the bus, which is what I did. Uses Neptunian plasma as focusing, and fermium plasma for additional output chance. This multi gets improved with all casings. Some types are upgraded. Okay, I do know that. Pulse manipulators are the recipe tier, and the shielding cores are the focusing tier. All right. What are... Assuming cosmic manipulators, is that... Okay, let's just do... Yeah, alright. So you got a couple things there. Superconductor, rare earth, composite. I'm assuming, yeah. So there's a lot of these things you actually need to get from the quantum force to upgrade it. But I would like to... I mean, that ratio is... That's 2 times, that's 4 times. Like, these are almost even. That's twice that. That's 4 times that. I mean, I don't feel like we're focusing. Let's try in the thing. Unless what I am thinking is going to happen is totally not how this works. Yeah. Because obviously if we're going to do multiple... We're going to have to do the input separation. All right, I'm going to turn that off. One more time. We'll do 10,000 carbon. Carbon. It does go really fast, though. Right. There we go. We got our 10,000. I do have that in there. We got our Neptunian plasma. We got our fermium. Also, I did see something about multiple catalysts. Every recipe requires a catalyst. Each catalyst adds 1 parallel and lasts forever. So I'm assuming you can add more catalysts? Would that make it go faster? I don't know. Should we try it? Oh, that's the one we already have. Ah, yes. So I didn't make recipes for those. I was like, I'm only going to do this once. So I just threw a stack in the thing to make it, but you know what? silly. Let's just do that and styrene. They were just kind of like random. I was like, well, I don't need these for anything else. I'll just do it a stack for the recipe, but that's silly. All right. Go. It's pretty quick as well. This is like super cheap stuff, other than the hypogen, obviously, and yeah, a decent amount of UU matter, and I guess carbon nanites too. But it's relatively quick. So yeah, with this, we'll see how we want to do this. Now, I do think probably the TFT, because we're going to have a whole bunch of different things. Like if we do this one, 4 different plastic, or the rubbers, and then this one has 6 different plastics, all the different plastics. We'll probably focus on PBI, would be my assumption. But again, they use carbon as well, so it's kind of like, how do we focus if we're not doing... Or how would I decide to do one or the other? I don't know. It might be kind of like a bit of a let it run for a while and then switch it kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. Did it do the rubber? Yeah, it did. All right. I don't know if this... Oh. I don't really know if that will... Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't let you put it in twice. But maybe it's because it can see 2, maybe, possibly. I don't know. We'll see if it goes faster. All right. Running. Is it going faster? I would have to look back. It was going fast before, but it does see 2. So maybe it will. I'm just kind of waiting for it to go through it completely. And we'll see if it's done anything. At least it's not going through that plasma very quick. That's good to know. Alright, well these are even. That's about 4 times that, and that's double that. Alright, that doesn't feel like it's doing a dang thing. Neither in the putting the circuit in the stocking input bus, putting the circuit in there, switching between that, adding the Neptunian and the thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just expecting more and greater things from this. I don't know. I really don't know. But we did craft up 15,000 silicon rubber. Many times you need tens of millions of that stuff, but all right. So this is a thing, and we'll have to figure out how I'm gonna go about. What am I doing? I'm there. This is what happens when you try to talk and type and do things at the same time. So yeah, I guess we'll do. Maybe if we start like a fresh one. Also, are we gonna have to like do stocking input like another? I don't know. This is definitely a slight learning curve. I'm sure everyone else is like watching me do this and thinking, "Wow, you're so dumb. Are you not getting this?" So simple. I tell you, it's YouTube blindness. All right, so if I want to do this one, I guess the plastic one I was going to do next. This one is a little bit more annoying. I don't have super glue yet, but you can get super glue from here. I've just never... This is kind of like an annoying... This is like a really annoying kind of processing chain. So we'll probably... I'll use it to get super glue before I do that. Like, I don't have dust for these. But I do have a I do have the patch now for it. Or the assembler, whatever. I made one specifically for these catalysts. I don't think I have that. Or the other one. Plastic. Yep. I don't actually ever use that. Right. Where's the ingot? It's easier if I go just through ingot uses. Polytetra. See, this is why I didn't make recipes for it. Right click. There we go. What's the other one? Poly. Right click. So what I'm thinking is maybe if we start with like nothing, that should be it, right? Yeah. If we start with like an empty, like no plastics or whatever, and then I start with the... Dang it. Those just line up. That like these travel anchors just line up directly in a row, so they're all kind of stacking over each other. I might want to get more of that in there for this test. So I don't want that to work. I do want it to work over here. So what I'm thinking is we'll start it with a circuit. I think it was like 6, wasn't it, with this plastic one? Yeah, so I want... This is like the one the main one I want. We will get all of them. It does seem like. I think. I still don't even know if we're actually doing it correctly. But that's why we're testing this out. Alright, let me... Neptunium. Alright, and let me switch this. This is all just because I'm not like super prepared for this at the moment. Like, obviously I'm not going to be doing this all the time. It's just literally like I'm just trying to craft it up for this episode. All right. I'm getting myself all sorts of confused as well. Do I have more? Was it fermium? Oh yeah, I have a bit more. That's... I didn't want it to run out while I was doing this test. There, I got it. Neptunium. Fermium. We'll probably do like a crafting keep full kind of deal. Alright, so 6. Do the... What am I? Plastic. Just... Yeah, it's turned off for the moment. I don't think that goes in the controller if... I'm pretty sure we have input separation on, so I don't think that goes in the controller. But just in case... Do it. Alright, and then carbon. Did I craft up 10,000 carbon? I didn't. Alright. Yes, I know it's all very manual, but it's just because I am trying to sort out how this works. So we got our plastic there. We got all our carbon. I'm gonna cancel that. I don't need that up. Got a plastic thing in there. Alright, so I think we do have room for... Yes, we have room for 6 more. just barely. We have 4 and 6, and we have room for 10. So, alright. Well, let's see what happens if we think we're... Like, is that supposed to be like, oh, you're focusing? I don't know. Is that a glitch? We don't know. So, let's see if the ratios are about the same. They all have the same amount of chance. It's 100% chance, and then each, I think I read the quest. There is the quest here. It says how it works. And like, if you have 6 chances, each is 100% divided by 6. So each has the same amount of chance. But see what we're looking at here. All right. Oxid, PBI, polyethylene. All right. I do feel like possibly epoxid and PBI were supposed to be the same ratio, and we actually did get quite a bit more. All right, so maybe it is actually focusing. It just, because it's so random, it's a bit harder to tell, but all right. Well, there we go. We just got 1,000,000. 6,000 ingots of the stuff in, what, a few seconds? So, yeah, pretty amazing. I am going to have to kind of figure out how we're doing this. We need to get that going, because this does hold. If you start doing the... I don't know if it's going to... They call it storage block? Storage field. Like tier 4 or something like that. You don't even have to go like all the way up to tier X. Although, to be honest, we're kind of at that. We are kind of... We can craft all that, actually. But if you go up to, like, this, that's billions. And you do, like, there's 27 of them, I think. But it is divided by something, something. But, like, Chrome, field generator, like, this stuff is so easy. Also, I don't have quadruple pink slime plate recipe. And I'm like, I don't have a nano. I have to make recipes for all this stuff. Ugh. Man, sometimes I'm like, do we really need separate recipes for literally everything? But maybe now I'm like, maybe I'll just do the thing over. I don't know. We're just crafting up so many of these. I don't know if we really want 87,000 yacht tanks. It would be easier just to dump them all in here because it holds 25. I don't know. I'm going to have to sort that out, but I think we have it running, and I do think, judging from that ratio, they should be the same, and we definitely have more PBI that I think we are actually focusing, so that is pretty cool. Unfortunately, it is quite random. I didn't realize that as much. I should maybe craft up like 10 more of these. We do that, and then let me do that really quick, and then we'll wrap up the episode. All right, got the 10,000 carbon, got the 10 polymer catalyst. Let's see if this goes faster. Okay, yeah, it is definitely going faster, for sure. For sure. That's cool. That's good to know. And PBI. Yep, we have like, we're getting almost double. Yeah, so I think it is working. Anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.